Please step carefully onto the moving platform and step into the car. For your safety, remain seated throughout your journey, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside your car. Please supervise your children. Stay clear of the doors, which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your trip. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuide a sus niños. Gracias.
More than Tomorrowland Transport. Quiet, carefree, highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your grand circle tour of Tomorrowland. Coming up, Stitch's Great Escape, where you can report for duty as a security agent for the Galactic Federation. Emissions Team Experiment 66, the biggest little mischief maker in the galaxy, under control.
I don't think so!
Progress is inspiration. Go to the bell and speed towards the checkered flag in your very own race car. Yellow rule, see your chance to drive in the fast lane without worrying about getting a speeding ticket.
I think we're going to see Space Mountain lit up as the ride is down. A rare look at the inside of Space Mountain. Lit up.
Paging Mr. Morrow. Mr. Tom Morrow. Please contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon.
Yes, we're muted. Thank you. So welcome to the WDWpov live stream show. Doing a little bit of housekeeping here on our end. I got to remember that stupid button. Sometimes I turn it off before the show. Sometimes I turn it on. But today I hope you guys could hear the people mover. I hope you could hear the sounds and the fun from the people mover. And yes, we are going to show you the rest of that, at least up through the part where we get to see the inside of Space Mountain, which was coming up right as we were starting the show. But anyway, hey, Holly's out there. Sandy was there, but she looks like she's going to have to catch us on the rerun. You've never been on this. Oh my goodness. Well, you're going to get a little bit of a treat. What's that? You good? You do the green screen. Go ahead. Pick a green screen. Pick a screen, any screen. I don't know if it'll work for you though. It might not. Yeah, I probably have to do it from my end. Yeah, it doesn't let you do it from that one. So I'm going to start up our green screen here. Give me 1 second. Is that one fine then? We'll do that one. There we go. Okay. Now we've got our green screen. There we go. Welcome to the WDWpov live stream show. I know this is a little bit harried tonight. What are you laughing about? What?
You don't see what's up on the screen?
Marcus does have something on. Oh, yes, he does. Yes. Yes, Mary. This growth of some sort. We've been trying to figure out what it is. It's been like just growing and growing. I actually, do you want me to compare what I said? He looked like a famous actor.
Famous being a relative term.
Famous actor, Michael Cera. I don't know if any of you know who Michael Cera is, or if any of you have ever watched.
See, even Holly got it.
What's that? What'd she say? Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay, Callum, you don't have to be so rude.
What'd Callum say? He looks like a 60-year-old. Whoa, man. But yeah, so anyway, there's Michael Cera, actually was this actor from Arrested Development. A very funny but somewhat crude show, especially in the later seasons. But yeah, so he's got this thing going here. I don't know. And our lighting is really still sort of off. I've never gotten the lighting to work quite right here.
Holly noticed that I have something on my face. She was the first one to point it out. Oh, man.
Anyway, Sandy's going to do the rerun.
Why is everyone
that's good.
Is everyone so rude about it?
I don't think they're being rude. Hey, Chris is out there. Bill's out there.
They never say any week that you have something on your face.
Callum, we like Callum from the UK. Well, I have a mustache. And then every now and then, like tonight, you probably can't tell because our lighting is not really up to snuff here. I don't know why. We got these two big lights here.
Yes, this lighting and camera does not do.
Part of it is the microphone.
The lighting does not do my mustache justice.
See the microphone? Yeah, it doesn't. Let's see what happens.
Not much justice to be done there, though.
If I move the microphone around, you can see like there, now it's blocking my face. That's a little better. That's a little better. I need to spread our lights out a little bit, and the microphone is right in the middle here.
Look, I'm trying something new, okay?
What's that, with the mustache?
Yeah.
I think it looks good. Looks fine. Looks good.
It's just beyond creeper mustache levels.
Creeper mustache.
You know what I mean.
What was Bill saying earlier here? A must. What was this? A must for your next trip, Holly. Great views of Tomorrowland and sneak peek. Oh yeah. Especially Holly. Bill saying, the people mover is the best. I mean, first off, it's a relaxing ride. If you're tired.
Until you go into Space Mountain.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just always feel on edge in there.
You feel on edge in Space Mountain?
It's kind of creepy.
Because you got the noises and
it's
stuff.
Really dark. And
yeah.
You don't know if someone could be standing right next to you.
Yeah, I forget, Holly, that you guys don't have that at Disneyland.
Wait until it starts to itch and see if you can resist to shave it off.
That's the worst part, is when it's at that point where, I mean, you're probably past that.
I'm starting to feel self-conscious about how it's moving when I just move now.
Your mustache is moving?
Like probably resetting after I touch it or something.
You said it was like a creeper mustache.
No, it's beyond that.
Is it creeping along your face?
No, it's beyond creeper mustache. You know what creeper mustache is, right?
What is it?
Like hair's that long and it's just barely
and they're all
showing.
Sporadically thrown around. Yeah. But yeah, Holly, you got to try it. People Mover is a fun ride. Especially,
well, I was expecting to ride it my last 2 trips. Angry face.
Yeah, and that's why I put it on here. Because now this is from 2016. Okay?
Not like much changes other than Stitch's Great Escape getting canned.
That's right. Stitch's Great Escape was on this video, by the way. It was still there, although I think it was closed at the time.
I would do a Stitch laugh, but I can't. I can't do it.
I can't do anything right now. I'm still a little congested. I still have my voice is a little off from the COVID thing. But we're all finally out of quarantine as of last week, and we got out a couple of times this week. You know, the whole family, we went out, so that was good. That was enjoyable. Are you doing your Donald Duck thing? I can't do it. But yeah, this video, and I will jump back to the video.
What time is it?
What time is it? It's
time for you to get a watch.
It is an older video. It's on our YouTube channel. It's actually one of the first ones I think I posted on our YouTube WDWpov channel.
Off the rail time.
It is already, Mary. And tonight's show.
T9 is not too late.
I will guarantee you tonight's show will be shorter than last week's show. I'm going to guarantee you that right now because last week's show was over 3.5 hours long.
Really? Was it?
It was.
It's not like I was keeping track.
3.5 hours long.
And surprisingly, people still watched.
And there were still people, even at the end, there were still some people watching.
And then surprisingly, Big Fat Panda showed up right as you finished.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Panda. Come on, man. That was my Joe Biden imitation. Come on, man. So
Did
Biden,
you really have to bring that into it?
No, I didn't. But when I said it, it was like, it reminds me of Biden. Come on, man. So Panda has a real knack somehow of, our show could be a half hour long. He'll come on at minute 29. Our show could be an hour and a half long. He comes in at 1 hour and 29 minutes into the show. Our show's 3.5 hours long. When does he pop on? Like a few minutes before we're getting ready to wrap up the show. Oh my God. Every single time he does that. I think he does it on purpose. Somehow he knows. And Annette's there from the Jersey Shore. T9, she fell asleep before it was over. I know. I did too. I was zonked out halfway through the show. But yeah, tonight's show is going to be a much shorter show. We're just going to go over.
We're probably just going to talk about what's happened recently and what we might be doing in the future.
Two announcements about our show for next week and the week after. Some special shows coming up.
No third announcement?
Third announcement? No, 2. What's the third announcement?
I don't know. I was just wondering if there's it's just because.
Do you have something?
I don't know. I mean, we've been workshopping something, but we really haven't gone that far into it.
Wait, what's that again?
I mean, I had an idea, and I've been talking to you about it, but we really haven't gone that far into it.
What's your idea?
You know what I was talking about.
I'm not sure. We talk about, we're always thinking. We're always talking about stuff.
Didn't we just talk about it?
Who did an angry face? Who's angry at us? What's going on here? We got angry face people at us here now. What's going on?
It's the mustache, isn't it?
It must be the mustache.
Yeah. Didn't we talk about it last night, though?
What's that?
Or was that something?
We talk about lots of stuff.
No, we talked about it 2 nights ago, I think.
Oh, you're talking about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a work in progress.
Yeah.
His mustache was his announcement. Anyway, since Annette is here, by the way, and since I want to make sure, in case she has to run or something, I am thirsty. Time for Gaston. There we go. And, of course, we have to do Kill the Beast. Kill the Beast.
Well, Well, my idea is we really need to figure out if anyone would even be interested in it before we even think about doing it.
Well, let's talk a little more, and then maybe we can discuss it on a future show to see if people would be interested in it. Yes, Annette, we are doing better. Still not 100%, that's for sure. I don't feel congested, but I definitely sound congested. I'm not blowing my nose. I don't have, I'm not coughing a lot or anything crazy like that. Just a little clear your throat type things every now and then. But yeah, I don't know. Katie's out there. Hey, Katie, I thought you might not be making the show tonight.
Just popping in to say hi.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, we don't want you getting in trouble at work. So.
Can you read?
Can
you read any of that?
I see it, and I get to it's hard to talk. I can't talk, chew gum, and read at the same time. Anyway, so yes, I'm still trying to figure out who did the angry face. We got to find out who did the angry face.
We will hunt you down and ban you.
Okay. I see. We got a private message. That's okay. That's good.
We're not going to bring it up, but I thought it was funny for the reasons.
If I could have put an angry face up too, I would have.
Honestly, that was my reaction to the same scenario.
I know. He was like, what are you bringing that up for?
Great. You just gave away what it was. We should have kept it a secret, but no, you just had to bring it up again.
Oh, man. That's good. Anyway.
That was my reaction too.
So the person who did the angry face
shall remain anonymous.
But at some point, please do a happy face or
to balance it out,
a smile or heart
or a like or something.
Because then I think it takes the angry face off.
Yeah, if you're the one that did it,
I think so.
It removes it for some reason.
Yeah, please keep that in mind. Maybe you can give us a smiley or a thumbs up or a heart or something.
You owe us this
because we love you out there. We definitely do. And
don't cross me.
In fact, okay, we're going to jump back to the People Mover. We've got a few quick things we're going to talk about as far as, some exciting news about Disney. But then, like I said, we have two announcements. You want to do the announcements first? Get them out of the way?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, then
everyone here will.
Then they can all leave and don't have to bother.
Nobody cares about People Mover.
But no, we're going to get to the People Mover. We're just coming up to the scene where we go inside Space Mountain, all lit up. Okay, so anyway, here are our two exciting announcements. I know I should drag them out until the end of the show to keep people watching, but
we're nice people.
We're nice people. I'm not going to do that to you.
And we don't want to sit here for 3 hours again.
Announcement number one. Next week's show is our sixth. It'll be our sixth anniversary. Now, I didn't actually do 6 of these. I think I did it 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. Okay, so this will be my 4th one. It basically is our miracles, modern day miracles show, where I will talk to you guys as candidly as possible about what happened to me on April 30th, 2015, where I literally dropped dead for about 15 minutes. Gone, no heartbeat, no pulse, CPR being done to me, no EMTs even at that point. It was just a couple of guys who I knew after I dropped dead, literally went to work on me and kept me going at least long enough until the EMTs got there. And so, yeah, miracles still do happen. And I will talk to you candidly about that. And so, yeah, so next week, like I said, it's our annual Modern Day Miracles episode. And it does tie into Disney as well. I have a few funny things where Disney sort of fits into the whole picture. But prayer definitely works. And so if you ever have somebody that needs prayer, I fully encourage you to do it because it does make a difference. And I'm already losing it a little bit. Anyway.
Then the week after that.
So I don't know if any of you noticed, but tonight's episode, I actually put a little bit of an extra thing in the description that said,
you finally labeled.
I labeled it.
Numbered it.
Number
98.
98. We got 2 angry faces now.
No. We don't have 2 angry faces. It's 2 reactions. So the one's the face, the other is the heart.
Okay, good. Anyway, yes. So tonight's episode is as advertised, episode number 98, which means next week will be 99. You know what that makes 2 weeks from now? Episode, what is it? 98, 99.
We got to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse this in some way. So
Episode 100. That's good. Nice one. Yes, episode 100 of the WDWpov live stream show, 2 weeks from today.
And what exactly we'll be doing for that show?
I have no idea, but we will come up with something between now and 2 weeks from now. I'm sure we will have some items to give away.
We may have announcements.
We might have some other announcements on other things that we've come up with that might be some cool future
You people
episodes.
may be involved. Who knows what?
Yes, you people may be involved. Yun's people. So
Y'all,
anyway,
Yins.
fairly exciting stuff going on here. So next week, the Modern Day Miracles episode, and 2 weeks from tonight, 100th anniversary or 100th episode. Now,
Our Septua Centennial.
cupcake in a cup. So interestingly enough, though, that episode, like our very first episode was just, what was it, April 16th, 2018.
Yes.
Okay. So our very first official episode was April 16th, 2018. And we just celebrated that last week. So we had last week
Was our
We
third
did-
anniversary.
our third anniversary show. This week is just sort of a filler. Next
Week is also sort of a filler in some ways.
what? Me dying and coming back to life is a filler show? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Nothing major. No,
Nothing. No.
no.
That happens every day.
That's right. Every day it all happens. Everybody stopped commenting all of a sudden. I don't know why.
Did we disconnect?
No.
We got a like.
Yeah, we got like, we got
a reaction out of
a
someone.
love, we got a heart, we got a
We
like.
got quite a number of people watching. Nobody wants to talk
No
anymore.
one's talking now, though. They're probably all, they have us on, but they're all watching another show somewhere.
Or they're doing their taxes or whatever it is they do.
So anyway, so yeah, some exciting episodes coming up. What I did is I went back from that April 16th show and I went through and I made sure I had uploaded, downloaded, whatever you want to call it,
So
all of the episodes. I made sure we had every single episode. Cooking dinner. I
So-
do that too, Holly. I do.
So-
Like when you guys are on at 7 a lot of times tomorrow, Grand Circle Tour, I'll sit there and if I'm watching, I'll see Holly will post something and then I'm like, oh man, I'm at the oven and I'm cooking something. And I'll have my phone there and I'll be listening, but I can't really respond.
So
much.
wait, when are we doing a clip show?
A clip show? Oh, a clip show. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe we can incorporate some old stupid clips from some of our previous shows.
That's quite a lot of show to watch through.
I know. That's
With
a
each
lot.
episode being about an hour plus, that's almost
Over 100. Oh, easily over 100 hours worth of.
at least
episode.
150 at this point.
Probably with a lot of our shows, we go a couple hours. Some of them we go 2, 3, 4. No, 3.5.
Yeah.
is the longest.
T9, I called it, not doing her taxes, but doing them.
T9 is just listening to us in the background. We're background noise while she's doing other people's taxes.
And I think she meant per se, but she said pet se, apparently.
You know what? Spell check does strange things. And the T is right next to the R. So
Mhm.
easy mistake. Okay, so those are our two exciting announcements. And now you guys can all leave. No, we do have some Disney stuff we want to talk about. I'll finish up here with our episode, or our basically what I need to do is I need to remove that. I actually need to get rid of that.
Come on, man.
I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to play the rest of it through. Hopefully, fat fingers, yeah. Hopefully, you guys can hear the rest of this as I go. I'm going to pull it back just a few seconds. There we go.
And we're gonna
No. We're going to keep it on that. I'm going to have it come out of the speaker. The speaker should go into the mic, and they should hear it. So as long as I don't have it playing here, which I'm going to have. Well, no, that's right. That'll work. Goes there. I'm just trying to make sure I don't get any reverb on this. So it's okay there as long as we're not doing a speaker on any of these screens,
All right.
which we're not, right?
Mhm.
Okay. What did Holly say there? My phone has been changed. Wait, my phone has been changing almost every word since a couple updates ago. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I've had certain words where I used to type and I'd start typing it and the spell check would do it correctly. Now I'm typing it and it's like changes to something completely different.
These old people can't understand technology.
Are you guys gonna let him get away with that, calling all of us old people?
Well, you know, my generation invented computers and the internet.
That's right. No, I'm sure they did. Yes. I'm not going to say the other person who invented the internet because Holly's going to probably give me some more angry face. I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Anyway, here we go. The rest of the People Mover coming up on.
You sure you don't want to make it full screen?
I could. Yeah, go ahead. We'll do that. There we go. So we're coming up to the inside of Space Mountain. The ride is down. Mary is also doing taxes. Now it gets a little blurry here at first.
T9.
Yeah, thank you, T9. That's who I was thinking of.
But we didn't say it.
We didn't say it, though. So here we are. It's a little blurry at first. My video camera just wouldn't kick it. There we go. And then the autofocus finally kicked in. And there it is, the inside of Space Mountain.
I really wouldn't want to be on it. Like, after seeing it with the lights on, I really don't want to be in it.
There you have it. So yeah, that's what the inside of Space Mountain looks like. Oh, and there's a young.
No.
There's a very young.
Get
Marcus.
that away from me.
I think we get to see Jack here.
Get rid of that.
I think Jack is coming up here in a second.
And that random guy, did you get his approval?
I have no idea who this random guy. Okay, time for waving. Wave! All right, everybody waves. What's that all about?
And now I do it.
Completely indifferent.
And now I do it every time.
There's Jack. This is
And now I do it every time.
You got to do it. It's a given. You have to wave at the people coming the opposite way on the people.
You've got 3 weeks. Is that a threat?
What's that? Oh,
What is she saying? You've got 3 weeks.
I don't know. Is she talking about taxes?
I don't know,
Could
but it sounds like a threat.
It does.
And there's the beeping. Yep. How did the people that work in Tomorrowland stand it?
There's Space Mountain from the outside.
How do they stand it?
I don't know.
It beeps like that constantly.
So yeah, 2016. So this was just a little over 5 years ago. This particular video.
You know what I love about Tomorrowland during Christmas?
What's that?
They just play Mannheim Steamrollers Christmas songs.
They did, didn't they? They did.
They just play Mannheim Steamroller.
Speaking about Holly, though, Holly, since you said you haven't ridden this before, the best time, I mean, ride it during the day at least once just so you can do it, but you got to ride it at night.
They've become immune to it? What is she? She's still threatening us, I think.
I don't know. What is she talking about? We've got 3 weeks. I'm not sure. She's confusing us. T9, what are you talking about? But yes.
I think she's talking about the beeping. The cast members that work in Tomorrowland, they become immune to it.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Probably they just ignore it after a while.
We just ignore beeps normally now.
I'll tell you what. I have tinnitus. I have a constant ringing in my ears, and a lot of people say it drives them crazy. I just live with it. Yeah, Buzz Lightyear was under refurbishment at the time, so we didn't get to see
3
it.
weeks till taxes are due.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So anyway, Holly, definitely ride it at night because if you remember how great Tomorrowland looks at night with all the neon lighting and the different colors and stuff, watching it from the People Mover is just that much better. It's an awesome ride. Yeah, I don't know who these random people were in front of us. Next time we do another video, I'll try and make sure we're in the front car.
Or that we blur their faces out.
Well, then half the video would be blurred then.
I feel sorry for
Plus,
this
he's
guy.
wearing sunglasses right now. The two of them, the three of them are wearing sunglasses. So,
Yeah, you can never figure out their identity.
Oh, wait, now watch. This part's coming up here. There's something special. There she is. Is she sleeping or is she actually doing something on her iPhone for social media updates? We're not sure. We are not sure. To this day, we don't know. So anyway, that's basically the end of the, that's pretty much the end of the ride.
I can't believe it.
You're on TV.
Okay, have we had enough of the people mover?
I think so. We can do that. Yeah, this is basically the end of the ride here.
It's
End
not
of the
a
ride.
It's
End of the
It's an
ride.
attraction.
Here, we'll pop it back on for one more second, just at the end, so you can see. There we go. Yes. We hope you enjoyed the ride with WDWpov at Tomorrowland, and then it just picks like a random next video that could pop
Actually,
up. That's
some
our subscribe, everybody.
Actually, some of those some people have their videos set so it's the most recent one that pops up there, which I'm not sure how they do that.
There's a way. I know how.
And
to
then
do that. I know how to do.
They
that.
always have it set up so that the previous video is on it too.
There is a way. I know how to do that, but I have it set up where YouTube sort of intelligently picks a video based off of that video and tries to suggest another video.
Holly needs to eat. She'll jump back on when she's done.
Oh, okay.
Who's to say that we're even going to be on when
we
you're
may
done?
be done before you. But Holly, real quick though, let's jump to Disneyland. Disneyland's reopening. Right, Holly? You're going to be there, right? I think Holly's going to be there on opening day, which is April 30th. Awesome news.
You don't have to be scheduled to go there like at Disney World.
No, yes, you do. She got a reservation. I think probably for two people, probably her and her husband. Yeah, no, definitely need that. What did Kelly say? I missed that. I can never have enough of People Mover. Absolutely, and I cannot wait to go back. Yeah, and you know what? It's been down for what, the last 4 months, 5 months, something crazy. It's been down a long time. We had hoped it would be back up in February when we were there, early February, but it wasn't. They did have it running though. We did see a test run going on, but it was like one time, a 5-minute long test run, and then it was done.
And then didn't something crash or something like that? Or was that after we left?
That was after
when they
we
were
left.
testing it.
Yeah, they were testing after we left.
How hard could it be to make it work properly? Like they've had it for how many years, and they're crashing the cars into each other.
Well, apparently the magnets weren't quite in sync with each other like they should have been. So I don't know. But anyway, nice to see the People Mover back in business. Oh, here we go. We got, what is that? Kidder96 watching WDWpov and Disney Parks podcast simultaneously. That's impressive. That is impressive. But yeah, so like I said, let me do this real quick. I'm going to bring that back up. Close that out. There we go. Okay, so nice to see you out there, Kidder96, over on the YouTube channel.
Do you know who this person is?
No, I do
No
not.
viewer.
Could be, I don't know if they are a subscriber or not, but if you are not a subscriber, make sure you click that subscribe button and the little bell thingy so you get notifications in the
Now
future.
you just sound like you're begging.
I am begging. Please.
It's actually watch time you want at this point, right?
What's that?
It's watch time you want at this point, right?
It's what?
Watch time
Watch time?
on the YouTube.
Oh, watch time. I see. Yeah, we're over 1,000 subscribers. We're around 1,100 or so. And yeah, we need
That
to build
alone
up.
is impressive.
It is. And we need to build up our watch time. Our watch time is still a little bit under the 4,000 hour mark for the last 365-day period. We're trying to get that number up so that we're able to monetize. And then for like every 1,000 hours of viewing, we can make like $1. And we'll become rich and famous. Not really.
See, this is why if we go for my idea and then barely edit it every once in a while, I think it'll work.
What's that? Barely edit what?
You know what I'm
What?
talking about.
Oh, you mean the
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
upload one of those every once in a while.
Yeah, I'm trying to close out a couple other windows here because I want to show you guys something else
See,
before the night's over. I should probably just do this.
so wait, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
With my idea,
Yeah.
you can both stream it, post the entirety of said stream, and then edit it down to be highlights of what happened, but also make it cohesive, and it works. And you know what? There's people crazy enough out there to watch all three.
He's the idea guy on the show.
I'm not joking. There are people crazy enough to watch all three, to watch it live, to watch the live after it's been posted, and then to watch the highlights after they've watched both the live stream and the posted version.
Gotcha. Okay. So
I don't know what's wrong with people, but they do it.
Well, I don't either, but it's fun. So here we are, WDWpov.
Do some more 3-hour shows. Will soon go up.
Yeah, it did jump a little bit that day.
Kelly Rager would what?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe she's saying she would do whatever it is you're talking about. To watch.
Watch the live stream. Watch the posted version of the live stream, which is referred to as a VOD in some cases.
Video. Okay.
I don't know, but and then watch the edited highlights.
Okay. So yeah, Callum, the numbers did jump up last Monday. We did have a little bit of a spike in our watch time. So see, Kelly says she would watch all three right there. She would.
She probably wouldn't watch all three of what I'm referring to, though.
Yeah. Do you like any? Do you want to say anything about what you're thinking?
You know, we might as well just say it,
Just go
because
ahead.
then we can at least get some feedback as to who would be interested in it and what, even if people would be interested in it at all.
I mean, it might be like a sub part of our audience might be interested. In the point of view audience. So, what? Okay, go ahead. Explain a teeny bit before you bore everybody to death.
All right. So, I had an idea to play a game on the stream, or even just upload portions of it. But if we streamed it, I thought we could have audience interactivity in some capacity. Like they tell us what
would you like this character to do, or what
this is a game where you get to pick what every character is
that way.
Yeah. Except that would get a little tedious.
Who should they talk to? That type of thing. Or
who should they even be?
Yeah. Who do you want the character to be?
Except we would do it all Disney themed.
Right. So the game, you can actually do every character as a Disney character, and you guys can help Marcus.
So we can either make them on the spot, or we can find them on the internet, ones that people have already made.
And supposedly you can actually then take something from the internet and just create a Disney character for the game. Pretty much, sort of.
Yeah, that's what I just said. You could either make it yourself, or you could find something someone else has already made, and it's out there.
So anyway, he's thinking about doing that. You know,
we would need to buy stuff to actually record it and stream it, but
and maybe it wouldn't necessarily even be a Monday night show. Maybe it would be like a side show type thing.
Yeah. So instead of taking up time from this, it could be on a different time when nothing else is really going on.
I was going to say, the tough thing is finding a time slot that somebody else isn't already doing 20 other good Disney podcasts now. So,
but we're putting this out there right now just to get your thoughts before we think about doing anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking about getting this game personally already, but
okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to go through. So, if you have any comments about that, if you have
questions as to what it would be like,
let us know. Private message us, post a comment, post a question, whatever you'd like there about that. So now here I've got a few. So we did the people mover. Okay. I got a few what happened today in Disney Today type stuff. So today in 2004, Michael Eisner makes Forbes list of CEOs in America.
Worst.
Wait. Oh, I missed that word. I'm sorry. Let me repeat that. Michael Eisner makes Forbes list of worst CEOs in America.
Did it include him?
He made the list. He was Michael Eisner.
He made the list?
Made the list. The Forbes list of worst CEOs in America today in 2004.
What is Callum saying? Sounds good too. Michael Eisner or my idea?
No, I think he's saying about your idea. I think that's what he's saying. Yeah. So yeah, so Michael Eisner. Now this is weird.
He makes the list.
He did. He made
the list.
He made the list. but when you think about it, I mean,
It works on multiple levels.
Sure, the guy maybe didn't go out really on a good note from Disney, but think of all he did in the 1990s. I mean,
What rank of worst?
I don't know which
Really?
rank he was.
I liked Eisner.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, he basically made the whole push for like Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom.
Oh wow, another person said my idea sounds great.
There you go. You got at least 2 people out there that would be interested. You got
Which out of our audience base is probably enough.
That's right. That is the resurgence of movies like good
He was
Disney
part of the
movies.
Disney Renaissance.
He was.
As was Jeffrey Katzenberg.
So when I saw that this was posted, 2004, he made the list of worst CEOs in America, the Forbes list. I thought, cut the guy some slack. I mean, come on. He did a lot of stuff for Disney. Might not have been the most liked person. He might have made some enemies along the way. But
being well liked doesn't mean you're good at your job.
Or being liked doesn't mean you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly. So anyway, Michael Eisner, thank you for all you did for Disney. You did do some really good things. You might have done some bad things too, but you did do a lot of good things.
You might have just helped create one of the biggest rivalries. You play.
I play backgammon. That's about it. So I'm not sure if she's going to be interested.
But the thing is, it could be funny. You could interact.
And they're going to be Disney characters. So that's what makes it fun. That brings it onto the show. Okay. Today in 2012 was the media preview of Art of Animation. Remember?
The resort?
The resort. So you had Pop Century, which was there for a long time. Then in September 2001, because of 9/11, they had a second part of Pop Century that was going to go across from, was it Hourglass Lake or whatever that's called? It got put on hold. Pretty much a lot of stuff obviously got put on hold in 2001 in September. So there was supposed to be a second part of Pop Century, and a lot of people don't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually had the shell of some of the hotel or some of the resort already in place.
And what decades would it have been?
This was 2001 is when they
what decade
would the
resort
decades.
have been?
I think they were gonna do, let's see, what is it, 40s, 50s, 60s? Is it 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, or something like, what is it?
Callum is just talking
Don't
about
count on my interaction though as of time difference, but would try my best. Oh, I got you. And it could even be done earlier. It could even be done earlier. It doesn't have to be an 8 o'clock show our time. Cheryl was saying
never stated Art of Animation.
No, she was saying also that she appreciated Michael Eisner's
Mm-hmm.
contribution. But yeah, never stated Art of Animation. It's a nice resort. It's a step above Pop Century as far as I think, the look and feel and the, being. See, I'm still a little bit messed up with the throat. Art of Animation does, have a little bit more. I don't know, pulls you into it a little bit more with the theming.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so what ended up happening is
Tina doesn't care for Art of Animation.
Really? Oh my God! Which one did you stay at Art of Animation? They've got Little Mermaid area. They've got
Lion King,
Cars, and then they've got Nemo, Finding Nemo. I think those are the 4.
Kind of gaudy.
Yeah, I mean it's colorful. How's that? If you have little kids, especially, it's a good one to go to. We ended up lucking out one time. We had a little pixie dust that ended up happening, and we were at Pop Century, which we like. We do like Pop Century. We go there a lot. It's reasonable price. It's decent theming, but we were there. There were cheerleaders, lots of noise, lots of stuff going on, like past 12:30 in the morning. And the manager we talked to basically said, would you like to go over to a Cars suite over at Art of Animation? Yeah, we said, okay. And we packed
anything
our bags.
that's not here.
We packed our bags and went over there. So, but no, it's pretty cool. It's a nice resort. The theming is fun.
Oh, well.
T9 says, I haven't stayed at any of them, but I can see them across the lake from Pop Century, and they are ugly. You got to get over there. It's actually pretty cool. It is.
That would be like me judging Animal Kingdom and never going and saying, it's too preachy and
I can actually see you doing that though.
yeah, but that would be like me doing that.
So T9 and Marcus apparently have something in common here.
We judge stuff before we get
They
to
judge
even
us.
attempt it.
That's right. What's Carolyn saying? Glad to see you two looking well. Yes, still a little bit, you know, I don't know. My voice isn't 100% back, but I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you for that, Carolyn. That's I hope you're doing well, by the way. I think I may have heard through the grapevine, you know, but I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. Hope you guys stay healthy. And did you hear, Carolyn, just today, I just saw this. They announced that they're closing, I think there are only 18 of them, but they're closing all of the Disney stores in Canada. Yeah, that's what they announced today. Not good news. Again, that's
Not at a market they want to be in.
and they're going to be closing more. Well, they're going to be closing more of the U.S. ones, I'm sure, as well.
Probably because they're like, hey, it's cheaper to just do everything online.
Exactly.
We don't
That's
have
it.
to pay for building space. We don't have
That's-
to pay people to work in them,
Bingo. Pretty much it. You got it.
which is pretty much what every business is doing.
E-commerce is taken over, so a lot less brick and mortar type stuff going on.
But the thing with online stores is you really can't just pick up something and you're like, hey, wait, yeah. Wow, look at this. This is nice and it's on sale.
But then they send it back. You just ship it back. They send you a little box. You ship it back, and it's all good. Anyway, Tina, what did she say there? She said they walked the whole property. We had 2 days to kill after the hurricane. Oh, which hurricane was that? Was that Matthew by any chance? Because we were there for Matthew. Not there specifically, but we were
Down in Florida.
at Disney for Matthew. I think they are hideous. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I liked them. It was real colorful, real bright. It's nice. It's a little gaudy, but yeah, it's nice. Yeah, Mary's saying, yeah, most of the U.S. Disney stores closed. Yeah, all of Canada, they're gone. And I think they're going to probably close some more of the U.S. stores, maybe other than a handful at this point. Some of it is, Mary's saying, some of it is better to actually see through.
See, though.
I'm sorry.
It was Irma.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah.
It was Hurricane Irma, apparently.
Irma. Okay, we weren't there for Irma.
Why do they name these things?
So that you can remember which one. Yeah, if you say I was there during a hurricane in Florida. Yeah, which one?
Serial number 359.
Yeah.
TK421.
TK421. Yes.
The merchandise at the store.
Yeah. Sometimes
Some
it's
of it
nice.
is actually better to see, though.
Sometimes it is. It's nice to have it in your hand.
And
be
you
able to
know
look
if it's
at
going
it.
to be broken or not when you buy it.
If the box is ripped, if the cellophane is torn, the plastic is messed up, mangled. Yeah, there's something to say about, being able to go to a store and physically hold things, but it's the way of the world, unfortunately. And as Disney has said, the world is changing and we're changing with it. So there you have it. Another thing for today, 2019.
Yes, they ship stuff terrible.
Yeah, they do. I mean, there's some stuff they'll ship like something this big in a box like this with big bubble wrap and all kind of stuff. And then other stuff they'll, it's like this big of an item and the box is
10%.
like that. It's like that. It's like this much thicker than the item itself. And it's like you just have to mush the box and the whole thing is crushed. Today in 2019, 2 years ago, Avengers Endgame opened at theaters.
And it would have overtaken Avatar if it hadn't been re-released in theaters in China.
Oh man, you just can't get over Avatar being the biggest release, huh? I can't.
It doesn't deserve it.
I can't either. Avatar doesn't deserve to be the biggest release.
The highest grossing film of all time, because it's not.
Yeah, Mary's saying
one piece of tissue.
One piece of tissue paper, and then they smash it.
I mean, not to say I'm not saying Avengers Endgame deserves it that much either, but it deserves it more than Avatar.
Oh, absolutely. But anyway, we were at the opening. We went an early morning show.
Yeah,
like around 1, 2 in the morning.
Endgame even got re-released in theaters briefly after it was taken out with the extended version,
and I think
which we still haven't seen.
Trying to get it to overtake.
We still haven't seen the extended version.
We have not.
It's on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus, and your mom still hasn't seen
I think they add like one scene
Probably.
or something, and that's it.
Which ones hasn't your mom seen though? It's
Spider-Man Endgame.
no, there's another. Captain Marvel?
Yeah, but she really doesn't care.
Well, you got to see it.
No, you really don't.
You do.
It has almost no effect on the actual movie.
Come on. Come on.
Yes, we need to see young Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson looking young. You got to see that. Okay. So we've talked about some things that happened today at Disney. We talked about the People Mover, opened yesterday. Got to see a video on our YouTube channel from 2016.
We talked about the next 2 weeks.
Got something else here I want to bring up. I'll just pop it on here in a second.
We talked about my harebrained idea.
Talked about his harebrained idea,
which actually
wasn't technically on our list, but
yeah, but you know, this is the one of the few times I wouldn't mind people private messaging me.
Okay.
Oh, Stan Solo showed up.
Stan the man.
So you know, if anyone has questions, message me too.
Okay.
I'm active, so I won't get mad if you message me about this.
So going back to what Marcus was saying a little earlier in the show,
you have to see Captain Marvel before you see WandaVision.
Yeah. See, I think.
But even then, I was like, I don't even remember this character.
Mm-hmm.
And if you told me she was from Captain Marvel, I was like, okay.
Well, so Marcus had an idea he sort of threw out at the audience earlier.
A few people said maybe.
Yeah, basically it's a game.
The older people said not really.
Not necessarily on this show, but maybe another night or so, or day. It could even be a day thing, where he would be basically doing a game, a video.
Well,
game.
actually, I'd have you do it because I'm better at games.
Because it's more fun. You can see me really screw up.
It's more fun to see people struggle.
Struggle. So, anyways, basically, though, you can create.
Wow, older people.
Yeah.
Who has the better T-shirt contest?
Let's see.
I love them both.
I got the Star Wars one going tonight.
I need to get a new one of
classic Star Wars.
I need to get a new one of these. Actually, it's starting to fall apart in some spots.
And yeah, you've got a nice Oswald shirt on tonight. I like that one. But
did you seriously just call me old?
I think he's calling the whole audience old.
Yeah,
he's like you're like really messing with
anyone that's older than 20 is old. That's my logic.
That's it, huh?
See, I'll be old in a couple of years then.
Or maybe you'll just change your date.
Yeah,
you'll be 20 and they'll be 25 and older, or old people. But yeah, so he had an idea. There's this game out there, a video game. He could stream it, live stream it.
And
I would play it, I guess, so you can all watch and laugh at me at how bad I do. But you guys could sort of, or whoever the audience is at the time,
interact in some capacity.
Interact and say, okay, we want the character. We'd like this. We want to see a Mickey character. We want to see a Donald character. And
just wait until you get old. Yeah.
Yeah. And your muscles and your body starts aching. And then you guys can help decide what different characters, how you want them to interact in a positive, family-friendly way, of course.
Well, you can't make them interact that much differently.
Good. Yes,
it doesn't get adult.
Did you do that one? Stan said,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a game with me's in it.
Yeah,
it's not like they're going to do adult things.
It's special. Yeah, it's just those animated looking characters. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cheryl.
But Holly has to do what with her kids?
I don't know. Maybe do the game thing. Maybe she wants to do that game. But anyway, Holly, yeah. So how excited? We'll do that topic. Let's do that topic right now. I just mentioned it very, very briefly.
See, I just had to ruin actually getting feedback on this by calling people old. And now that's all they can talk about. Now we're not going to get any feedback.
Oh my God. Yeah, see?
I just ruined it.
You ruined it. How could you do that?
Watch them play video games.
Okay.
You have to do that with your kids, right?
So I'm gonna share a screen here with you real quickly here.
You know what happens if you call people old? You can't just call people old. You know what happens if you call people old? You ruin it.
Absolutely. So check this out, guys. Holly's got to be super excited being out with, and I'm pretty sure you got reservations to go to Disneyland are you there for opening day, which is on the 30th? I don't know. You can tell us here. It's old man. Anyway, So Disney, my voice is still not back.
That's old news. If you can remember the Hamburglar, you're old.
Oh, the Hamburglar, man, that guy. I think
That's all Dan could do last week.
the Hamburglar. Yeah, he was like zooming him into the camera. Yes, opening day, Holly. I thought that's
and the next day.
And the next day.
And the next
and
day.
the next day. And the next day. And the next day. So yes, they are opening April 30th. It's been ages since Disneyland has been open. I don't have right off the top of my head the day that they closed last year, but it's probably been over a year now, hasn't it?
Wait, that guy's still there?
Yes, he is.
How is he still there?
He's still there. He's in Disney World too. Not the same exact guy.
But how is he still there?
Well, do you realize though that this guy is now made out of fiberglass though? He originally was made out of wood.
But I'm guessing it got wet inside.
Southern California weather and all that. Yeah.
So but what surprises me is he's still there.
Yeah, May 14th and June 16th and the next day.
Over a year.
Yeah, it has been over a year. It was but sometime in late March, something like that.
But it's still surprising me that guy is still there.
He is still there.
Which is impressive to me.
Yeah. In fact, I just saw an article about him recently. So
saying they're going to get rid of it?
No, please don't tell me that. It could happen though. You never know.
I mean, they got rid of Trader Sam, so.
Well, they do have a new scene for that. We'll be talking about that here shortly. So Magic returns to Disneyland Resort and 8:30 Pacific time tonight. So after this show, in a few hours, about 2.5, something like that, by the time we're done with the show. Tonight, 8:30 Pacific time, 11:30 Eastern time. They're going to have a special Disneyland Resort prepares for a historic week, welcoming back theme park guests after a long closure. So that's going to be cool. Watch it on YouTube. You could probably, if you go to Disney Parks blog, disney.go.com, you basically can go here and set it up to watch. See, like watch later as WDWpov. So you can share it with your friends, all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be interested in doing that. I'm going to try and stay up. I've been going to bed a lot earlier lately after COVID recovery, and that's still a little bit fatigued, worn out.
8:30. That's past my bedtime.
Oh, no, this is 11.
Too old. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Holly said that.
And that's her time.
Yeah, she's too old. She's too old.
What is wrong with all you people?
Mid-March. Okay. I knew it was sometime in March. I thought maybe later in March, but okay, March 14th.
Can you people just drop the old thing?
You started it.
Yeah, and I'm finishing it.
So anyway.
I'm going to be the adult here.
You're going to be the adult. Oh, that's a scary thought. So yes, a lot of you guys, I'm sure, are going to watch that. That'll be very, very, very interesting. So let's check out one other thing here. It's on the Disney Parks blog as of today. You ready for this? We will reshare that in just a moment. Yeah, okay, Stan saying... Wait, hold on. Mary's saying, yeah, she'll watch that. She said, I'm lucky to get in bed before 3 a.m. That's how it sort of used to be. I'd be like maybe 2 in the morning or so. Stan's saying that's 10:30 his time. This old guy had a hard nap after work, so he's going to try and watch it. Maybe I'll take a nap, and then I'll watch it because I'm old and sick.
Well, you're not sick anymore, but...
Holly says she's too old to drop it. I wouldn't be able to bend over to pick it up. Mary's saying, we could drop it, but we wouldn't bend over to pick it up because we're old. I think you're getting razzed a little bit about the old comment.
Okay, this just goes to prove that being an adult does not mean people are mature.
Kelly's asking what happened today in Disney 2019. I don't know if she just heard like about 5-10 minutes ago. We talked about that. The Avengers Endgame was released, and we were there. We were there like about 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning when it opened. On that,
it was about 2 in the morning.
It was late. I mean, we stayed.
It was 1 in the morning because we got back home at like 5.
Yeah. So it was a very tiring day, but we saw it basically within an hour or so of opening So that was fun. Jinx. Yeah, they did. They both said the thing about bending over to pick it up right about the same time. Yeah, I'm old, but definitely not mature. And you know what? My wife actually made a post with Jack. You know, he obviously he's 16, but he still plays with a lot of things that are, you know, maybe for younger people, younger kids. And she said, I hope he never grows up because he's always looking at things with, you know, like the wonder of a child. And I took her post and I shared it to our group. And if I could find it here real quick, but basically, I shared her post and I made a comment that was from Disney, and his comment was something about that's the bad thing about the world, is that, you know, too many people.
Plenty of adults have toys.
Too many people try to grow up. Here it is, right here. Yeah, that's the real trouble with the world. Too many people grow up. Walt Disney.
And what is Disney trying to do? They've done nothing but grow up and make more serious content.
What? Like what?
Releasing mainly Marvel stuff, making even their animated movies more serious and action filled.
But they still have a lot of kids stuff.
But still, they're.
Holly hasn't watched Endgame. You have to watch Endgame.
We call them collectibles.
and that's what somebody commented on her post was, you know, you've got all these people, or my wife might have even made the comment, you know, you've got these adults who have what could be considered toys, but we call them collectibles.
Yeah, only after Walt passed did they start growing up.
That's true. Yeah. So yeah.
How can we cut corners?
That's exactly right. You know, collectibles are the adult version of toys, more or less, and that's cool. You know, why do we have to grow up? You don't have to grow up. Okay, so we talked about.
No, we didn't talk about the article in the Orlando Sentinel.
The article in the Orlando Sentinel. Which one was that?
I don't
know. Give us a hint on that one. I might have
probably not worth looking.
I might have read it, but you know, if it's something that we should talk about briefly, I'm good with that. Okay, so let's jump back over to that. Another Disney Parks blog article today about the Jungle Cruise. So yeah, they got rid of Trader Sam. Not real happy about that. Not really happy about that. I hope he shows up somewhere else or somehow, or, you know,
put him in the bar.
Put him in the bar. You're not getting rid of the bar. You know you're going to keep making money with Trader Sam's bar, okay? Put Trader Sam in there. Make him animatronic or something. Do something fun.
I mean, they literally did that for Star Wars.
Exactly. They've taken, what was it? The pilot character.
Stan has to run.
Don't run too fast, Stan. You might get, you know, since you're so old, you might trip. And you might fall over or something.
Even you're doing it.
So be careful, Stan. We're gonna keep you in our thoughts.
Was that a threat?
We don't want anything bad to happen to you. Because you're old. Anyway, the Jungle Cruise looks like the last scene is this one right here. They're changing over the last scene to be this quote unquote like lost and found area.
Gift shop.
But then apparently they converted over to a gift shop. So they're taking all your lost and found items and trying to sell them. So, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's a funny way to end the ride, I think. So yeah, apparently Trader Sam, does something to, make this new lost and found area that becomes, a gift shop. So anyway, that's basically what's happening with that. Anyway.
Yeah, that would be fun, having behind the bars an animatronic.
I think that would be.
I mean, they literally did it in the Star Wars area.
Mary, yes, that would be fun. That would be fun to do, Holly. And Mary is saying, I'm doing it too now.
Stan, be careful. Don't pull
it. Yes, Stan, we're all thinking of you. We don't want anything bad to happen in your old age. What else do we have here in my beautifully written up notes? So we talked about what happened today with Michael Eisner in 2004. We talked about 2012, the media preview of Art of Animation, and Avengers Endgame 2019 today. Talked about the People Mover. Talked about the Jungle Cruise.
You don't have to check off everything out loud.
No. I think we're pretty much toward the end of the show. Disneyland reopening April 30th, and the special tonight at 8:30.
Is that paper big enough?
Disney Parks blog. It is. It's actually.
It's too big.
It actually. Let me fold it in half here, because it's actually this part of it right here, the top part. Okay, the bottom part were some other notes from talking to somebody about some business thing, and and then some notes about it, about some doing consulting work thingy. Anyway, last thing I think we're going to talk about tonight, if you're okay with it. I know a lot of people aren't really into the Marvel stuff.
Well, they're also probably not into what I was talking about, but
you had at least a few people sounded interested in it.
Also, Marvel is basically Disney at this point. So
It is. So the last episode of the Falcon, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was on last Friday.
I basically forgot about it already.
You were like ready to move on already, huh? It's like you're done. You're done with it. I gotta admit, I mean, I definitely liked
piqued my interest by episode 2 and then lost it by episode 4 or 5 or whatever.
Well, but here was the thing. Okay, we did like a few things in episode 4 and 5. Well, you know what we liked in 4 and 5.
You know what I liked in 6.
Yes, the one scene. It was very brief,
and nobody even knows who that character is.
I saw a few people in some of the spoiler groups post about him and say the butler did it. Which he did. He did. The butler did it, which is good. Anyway, yeah, go ahead. You got to do it to the audience. You got to do it to the audience. You got to turn your head to the audience. He's doing his Zemo.
I can't do it properly.
I know. He was just like this. It was more like this. He was doing the fourth wall. He's doing a fourth wall scene. He's in prison. He's in his jail cell, and he just turns to the camera. It does a little smile.
They give you the fake out, think the villains are still out there. Nope.
Yeah. So, yeah, Zemo sort of had the last laugh with the super soldiers.
Elaine said so.
Yeah. Elaine was in the last couple episodes. Zemo we loved. I mean, we absolutely love Zemo. I hope they do more with him.
Doubt it.
Well, I mean, okay, they've already announced Avengers. Avengers. Is it Avengers 4 or is it...
Avengers 4?
No, I'm sorry. Wait. Not Avengers. What is it?
Avengers 4 was Endgame.
I'm losing it here, guys. Again, bear with me. Captain America 4. I think they've announced a Captain America 4 movie, which is obviously going to be Sam / not really the Falcon anymore, but he's like the Falcon.
He can't be a Falcon if he's going to be patriotic. He has to be Eagle something.
That would be cool. Yes, you make him an Eagle. Make him an Eagle.
He's a flying patriot.
Thank you, Tina. I was just like I was thinking Avengers 4, but I knew it was Captain America.
Well, let's be honest.
The brain doesn't connect. You know why?
Let's be honest.
You know why my brain doesn't connect like it used to? Because I'm old.
And then let's be honest, Captain America 3 was basically just an Avengers movie.
It was. Captain America 3 was very much...
Because it doesn't even focus on Captain America that much. It focuses on Iron Man more than anything.
Yeah, Captain America 3 was a very much Avenger-ish type movie versus a Captain America movie.
Like it had almost next to nothing to do with Captain America in some cases.
So they've announced number 4 coming out. So that's going to be with Sam as Captain America. I don't know if they're going to hand off now... If they're going to,
they could have at least changed the name to be a mix of the two some way.
It could still be Captain America, but there's the Falcon. I think is going to be reincarnated as
that
friend
soldier.
of his. Yeah, that soldier friend of his. I don't know the name of the guy, but it was
whoever he was.
Apparently, in the comics, it was that guy's name.
So we got 2 flying guys now.
So we would have the Falcon being this military guy that was his friend. Remember in the one episode, he handed off his suit to him.
Which was broken.
It was broken. Obviously, the guy's going to probably fix it, and he'll become the new Falcon.
I mean, it is government property anyway.
That's right. So he'll be the new Falcon. Sam is the new Captain America.
Bucky's still a Winter Soldier.
Bucky is Bucky. Not the Winter Soldier.
This is like Greek to me.
But
sure, not Latin.
Yeah. Yes, Mary. It is a little Greekish. It could be Latin, but definitely liked WandaVision better than the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
It didn't rely too heavily on action sequences.
What didn't? Oh, WandaVision?
Yeah.
I mean, they did have action sequences.
But it didn't involve one at least every episode.
Okay. And it didn't involve a heavy-handed, not likable, but trying to make us like character.
Even people that
the terrorist girl. What was her name?
Who cares? But here's the funny.
I just didn't like her.
Here's the funny thing.
But they tried to make you like her.
Even people who lean a certain way politically even agree that they tried way too hard to make you like them.
Lots of ice.
And it's just a real big disconnect with them.
Yeah, it was like one episode.
Like they try too hard to make you like them, and then they're blowing people up.
Yeah. It was like the one episode they're trying to make you like the terrorists. And I'm like, I still don't like them.
And then Sam's speech at the very end of episode 6 just
was all
annoyed me because it was like, stop using the word terrorist, but the word terrorist means a very specific thing, and that's what they were. It's not a way to discredit what their motives are. It's a way to describe what they are because of their motives.
There's a way that you can go about trying to bring about a message without killing people. Okay? Once you get to the killing people part, you become a terrorist. I'm sorry.
Well, if you're attacking a foreign nation or even just your own nation.
You're blowing up buildings.
If you're attacking civilians, innocent people,
innocent
to gain political...
Yeah, it just, it was a little...
gain, that's terrorist. That's the definition of the word terrorist.
You got a little heavy-handed in the political aspect of things, trying to bring in modern-day stuff. When I watch a show or a movie...
The problem with the...
I want to like disconnect from the real world.
So it was political. Yeah.
A little bit.
Even the problem with the terrorist characters was we didn't get to see them before the show happened.
A little bit.
But the problem with the terrorist characters is they try too hard to make you like them, and they keep mentioning stuff that they went through, but we never get to see a flashback to any of that.
Yeah, now if they would have done something a little more with that,
we could have seen what they went through.
Like they made it started to make a little sense when at the very end of this last episode, they were talking about, now what was that? What was it? GRC or what is it?
Global something.
Yeah.
Council.
Yeah. Global.
I don't want to see politics in a show like that.
I didn't either.
Well, it's kind of hard not to see them in any show.
Yeah. It's a global what is it? When you move somebody to some other location. You can look it up.
Who cares?
Look it up. Anyway,
it's a stupid fake government organization.
So it's a government organization, which wasn't very likable eitait either. We're looking.
I don't like the government in most cases.
Oh, there you go. We just the show is going to be.
We're gone. Wait. The problem was
what
the
did you
terrorist.
Just say? Wait, what?
Reposition.
I just muted.
I don't think that was the word, though.
No, it wasn't reposition, but it was like relocation.
The Global Relocation
Council.
Or something like that.
So here was the deal.
Well, we didn't like the terrorists or the government that they were fighting against.
Yeah, the government people were being stupid. The
we liked the vigilante Zemo who was taking out the terrorist.
Zemo was good. Yeah, we liked Zemo. He was good. He was one of the most trustworthy characters in the show.
You trusted him enough to know he'd do something you didn't like.
Yeah, exactly. You knew what he was going to do. He was like, he was there at face value. You knew what he was going to do.
But wait, in the very last episode,
and he had the fur. He had the fur collar,
which you want.
Yeah.
The problem with the terrorist characters is in the last episode, their whole plan is to stop some big vote from happening with the GRC.
Yeah.
And they take them all hostage, but they want the vote to stop. So and then you threaten to kill them because they're your hostages to get the vote to stop, but killing them would also just stop the vote.
Yeah. And they tossed in like a smoke bomb thing to get them all to disperse. Could have been a bomb. They could have just tossed the bomb in, boom, show's over.
That would have ended the vote very quickly.
Vote is done. I mean, they're already terrorists. They've already killed innocent people. Why not,
why not kill the somewhat guilty government people?
Yeah.
But in the very last part, I agreed with the government. And then Sam does his stupid speech.
The speech was a little off.
Fighting against the government, which in that scenario, I agreed with the government,
and
which barely
instance,
happens.
Because here's what the deal was. Okay, so think about this. This was so you've got the Avengers Infinity War.
Mm-hmm. And then 5 years
Snap,
later,
half the people are gone.
And then 5 years later,
snap, half the people are back. Now the people that were gone are gone. The people that were still there
for 5 years.
Sort of, yeah. And they sort of like relocated and they took over houses here and they took over businesses.
And then
there,
apparently people from other countries just.
Yeah. And I guess the borders were sort of like a fluid and people were just sort of like.
Which I still don't buy because countries like Russia or China would have done something to take over more land.
But then the one.
Borders are fluid, as in they took over more land.
As in the U.S. Anyway, we're not political. Anyway, so but think about this. So these people snap back. Their houses, they go back to the house somebody's occupying.
At least a few thousand, if not 100,000, if not millions, died randomly after a home invasion misunderstanding.
Yeah. So this global relocation, whatever committee, whatever.
One time we agree with them.
We're basically trying to make sense of, okay, where do we put these people that now don't have homes? Where do we put the people that might have taken these people's homes? How do we reconcile this? How do we bring half of our population back into the fold of the world without chaos? And that's what was sort of happening in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They were dealing with this chaos. There's this terrorist group which are out there trying to,
which still sort of exist, and they had a very crappy app.
Yeah, they had a little app that they used to,
which anyone could download.
Track
apparently.
Where they needed, what they needed to do, who they needed,
which anyone could download apparently, and tell other people to do.
But so I mean, some of it made some sense, but they didn't really explain it very well until that last episode.
And the show did get cut short in some capacity.
It did. I'm sure editing and stuff because of COVID and that.
But we needed to see some flashback to what the world was like before to give their reasoning more.
Would have been nice to know. What
thought you were talking about real life.
Yeah, it does sound like it, doesn't it? Yeah, it was a little bit, real life type stuff, but mixed in. Yeah, what's Mom saying there?
Yeah, thought you were talking about.
I thought that was Mary that said that. Okay, Patty said that. Yeah, I thought you were talking about real life. Yeah, it did seem like it. But so anyways, this GRC, they had to do something. They couldn't just let this whole thing just go into complete chaos. You had this group, which initially apparently started out good. They were trying to get supplies to people that were, basically homeless and people that,
were in the GRC camps that weren't getting supplies because they were just bureaucracies.
Yeah, apparently.
But then when they were getting supplies, they blew people up because they felt like it.
Yeah, so this GRC had these encampments where they had these people that they were trying to relocate. And, so they weren't necessarily getting food and supplies and shelter as quickly as they could. Again, like you're saying, bureaucracy. So
then they decided to blow a storage area up with innocent people in it.
It was called the Flag Smashers. That was the group.
Because they don't believe in single countries.
They don't believe in nobody, nothing. It's everybody, one world, one people or something like that.
I agree with the statement to some extent, but then also cultural differences because some people just can't get along whatsoever.
I mean, there are some countries that, people... And
the world is too diverse to force everyone to like each other.
Well, our country is definitely a melting pot compared to 90% of the other countries.
Yeah, you go from one state to another. You can find people you're not going to get along with. Or you go from one part of a state to another part of the same state. Yeah. You're going to find people you don't like.
There are definitely people that get along better with, other people. And then there are other people that don't get along with, other people. But our country, is pretty diverse, pretty much a melting pot. Lots of cultures, lots of different, races, religions, you name it. And so it still drives me a little nuts when our own country calls ourselves a bunch of, racist and stuff. I know there are out there.
I know that it's real, but when you call everyone the same thing, the words lose their meaning.
Right. And then and I'm sorry to be getting political here for a second, but
the show got political. So when you start talking about shows in that
trying to bring that into
when shows get political, you can barely find a way to talk about them without being political yourself to some capacity.
But there are countries out there that if you're not that race in
Or religion.
that country or that religion, you know, that's probably 90% or 95% or
Japan
better.
has places that are like that won't allow white people to come in.
Right. I mean, when you make that comparison, our country really is not as racist as it's being made out to be. I'm not saying we're perfect. I'm definitely not saying
No one's
we're
perfect.
Exactly. You know, we all sin. We all definitely have our issues. But I mean, really, we're in a pretty darn good country when you think about it.
When you can just go around calling everybody names all the time when you feel like it and no repercussions. It sounds like a pretty good place to me.
So anyway, that's my little political 2 cents right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to get off on a little tangent there. We do get, it's an off the rails type show. I wasn't really planning on talking about that tonight, but
you talked about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
The Falcon.
I corrected myself.
But at the very end of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they changed the title and it said Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
I still don't buy it.
Why? He's Captain America. He's the new Captain America. Sam is the new Captain America. He's got the shield. He's got the wings now, too.
So, again, he shouldn't just be Captain America. He should be something else.
He's got the Wakanada wings. He refuses to say Wakanda. He calls them Wakanadas.
Because they annoy the crap out of me every time they're on screen at this point.
They were a little heavy-handed in this series. I mean, they just came in.
What do you mean a little heavy-handed?
You know, like, here we are. We're just taking over. This is our...
We have no jurisdiction. Okay, you sound a little bit like the villain from Black Panther now.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
They sounded like the villain from Black Panther.
So it was a little...
Who was just going to take over the world using Wakanda's technology.
It was a little odd, to say the least. Let's see here. I'm just looking at a little quick note. Okay. I'll get a little
I heard about this earlier.
private message in the back.
And people are complaining about him.
Yeah, I did not. Okay, so we had...
Except the thing I watched, the guy who complained about him complained that he used the word magical to describe Disney World. He complained that a grown man used that word to describe a place.
Who said that? The guy in the article?
No, someone
like somebody who commented about it?
Yeah.
That's magical. What do you okay.
Okay, he'd say the same thing about you too, though.
I guess he would. So anyway, yeah, there have been some
he's a curmudgeonly guy.
There was an old Orlando Sentinel article that a few people made comments about and asked if we had talked about it. No, we didn't, and I didn't bring it up. But yeah, there was somebody who had an article out there about I love Disney World, but wokeness is ruining the magic or something like that. I actually did not read the article. I saw the headlines, I saw some of the comments about it, but I never actually read the article. So I'm gonna read it. I know it's been out for probably 4 days or so.
Are we going to end the show at any point?
Yeah, I think we're gonna end it right now. Unless you have any other. So anyway, I'm gonna read that article.
Yeah.
But there were definitely people falling on this side of the argument, that side of the argument. There was a lot of back and forth comments going on about it. So
okay,
I'm
let's
gonna
just
read
get
it.
this over with.
I'm gonna read it and see what happens.
Watching.
Sandy. Oh man, Sandy.
All right, so
Anyway, Mary was asking how Patty's feeling. She's actually feeling pretty good. We actually got out of the house as a family this past few days. So
all right, so next 2 weeks, special shows.
Yes, thank you for the reminder.
Message us, even me, because I probably know more about that show idea.
Okay, so Sandy's actually watching now. Unfortunately, Sandy, we're just finishing the show tonight. Since last week we did 3.5 hours,
and we just got to end this. And I have stuff that I need to do.
Yeah, he's got some things he has to do. And next week's show is probably going to run long. So here are the highlights.
And it's probably going to be mostly you. So
it'll probably be. Mom might sit in. You can sit in. I mean, you're welcome to sit in.
There are some counter articles.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I already said earlier that I won't get mad this time.
He's actually making an exception to the rule, Mary.
Yes, if you message me this time, I've asked for it. I'm not going to get mad.
He asked for it. So
it's not like that kid who asked for pistachio ice cream and then gets upset and mad that he ordered it.
Okay, so as a recap, our two
You
special
recapped 3 times.
well, it's good to finish up the show in case somebody missed it. 3 special announcements. We'll do 2 of them right now. Next week's show is going to be the Modern Day Miracle show about my dying and coming back and the power of prayer. And I'll answer whatever questions you might have about what happened. I had a cardiac arrest, dropped dead for about 15 minutes, and I'll go into details about that. And I'm sure Patty will probably join that show. So that's going to be next week. Okay. Then, if you had noticed, tonight's episode, I actually put an episode number on it. I went back and counted all of our official WDWpov live stream shows. I did not count the shows that we did live from Disney World where we did a ride or an attraction while we were on a trip. I didn't count those as live stream shows, even though technically they are live stream shows. I'm only counting the ones where we're physically doing a show like this. Maybe I'll add those other ones in as bonus shows or something at some point. But tonight's episode was number 98. Next week will be 99. The week after will be officially our 100th episode. So we will probably, we will have some giveaways. We're trying to figure that out right now. We've got a few items actually sitting behind me right now that we're thinking about, and we're going to take a look at some other things. But anyway, so next 2 weeks are going to be some big shows. And then there's something else I think coming up, like maybe the weekend. And then Marcus had an idea about doing.
For once, I had an idea.
doing some kind of like a special show, maybe part of this show, maybe a separate live stream altogether on this channel. And it's a video game that you can do.
You're giving away the castle? Wow.
Yes, the one that, the glass blown castle. That was like
the one that's like $50,000.
$50,000. Yeah,
who cares?
Like
15,000. Who knows?
It's a lot. No, not that. Unfortunately, Erebus. We didn't get a deal with the Erebus brothers or whatever they are. Erebus. Or how do you pronounce it? You got that hole in your head again. You're as bad as Jack sometimes with that thing.
The castle's behind you.
Yes. We also have some swampland in Florida that we might give away. Which
no
actually
orange
is still probably worth a lot.
No orange groves, sadly.
No orange groves, unfortunately. So he's going to be doing a live stream video game.
And by
thing.
we, again, you.
He's going to have me play it so that I can really screw up and people can laugh at me. The Lego one, yeah, that'd be a good one.
And I'm not going to do it on my own thing because
we still have
too much work.
We still have to set up a few things. I need to get like a card or a video feed card or something. I need to use. What do they call it again?
Capture card.
A capture card. So
which isn't really much of a card if you look at them.
It's a USB thing or something, right? It plugs in. And
well, they're not usually USB, I don't think.
It goes HDMI to USB or something like that. Anyway, so we'll see what happens with that.
Again, if people are interested.
If people are interested.
If they're not, we're not going to bother.
Well, I mean, you had 3 people already said that they would watch.
Which, again, is a major portion of our audience.
I mean, that was just tonight. And, we had a lot of people that were making dinner and doing other things while watching the show.
And then they went on a tangent about being old.
Yeah, right. I think you started that. So that's one of the things he's thinking about doing. And the characters in the game can all be set up as Disney characters. So we can custom make Disney characters, and you guys can help us with who's going to be in the game, how they, where they go, what they do, different things like that. So could be a lot of fun.
There is a general story to it, but we can make it.
We'll make it work.
Interesting.
Okay. So I think with that, we've got our announcements. We've talked about a whole bunch of different Disney things going on this past week and some today in Disney history type stuff. So I think with that, we can call it a night. Mm-hmm. Okay, you ready to sing it out?
Yep.
Okay. Ready? I think I might need another sip. Yeah, Sandy's saying Sims.
No,
it's not Sims, but what are they called?
No, there's a general story to it. You get to pick what characters you want, though.
But they're called what? Mii's?
Yeah,
Mii's. They're called Mii's
because they were made for the Wii, and then they just kept using them.
Right. So that's the idea. Oh, you did. Okay, you got that. Okay, we're ready to sing it out. And a one, and a two, and a three. Now it's time to say goodbye. Oh boy, we're really off tonight. It's me, I think. To all our company. MIC, see you real soon. KY, why? Because we like ya. MOUSC. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much, Mary. Nice. Good evening to you too. Have a good one. And everyone out there, have a magical week. And like I said, next week, special episode, magic, miracles, all kind of fun stuff with that. Basically modern day miracles and the power of prayer. And then the week after that will be our 100th official WDWpov live stream show. We'll be giving away prizes and stuff for that episode. And we'll have a lot of fun that night too. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week and hopefully the week after. And just have a great week and see you later.